Broncos country, NFL fans around the world. It's your favorite show of the week. It is Raw and Dave. We're going to be breaking down our top 10 power rankings heading into week 16, which is awesome. Of course, I am joined by my good friend Rawhide Media for you. Please be sure to subscribe to his channel. Link is in the description. Also, shout out to Kalshi sponsoring today's show. Please be sure, help us out. Use that promo code DTB, get a $10 bonus when you deposit 10, and you're going to win some money this week. We'll go through all the different odds. Maybe you put some money on the Denver Broncos to bring home this championship trophy. Y'all get in the comments. Rawhide, how are you doing this week? How's everything going, man?
Man, I look, everything's going pretty good this week. And I am just happy to be on a show that supports the best team in the NFL.
Dude, how about that? Who would have thought?
To absolutely the best team. And I don't even think it's a debate. Now, I still question the others when they make their power rankings. But we got to call a spade a spade. Denver Broncos is the best team in the league.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think you're right, man. You know, I had the Rams, and you, to your credit, you had the Broncos at number one last week. But man, that game against Green Bay, I think that might have been Bo Nix's best game of his career. What did you think about that game, man? Just real quickly.
First off, unfortunate with Michael Parsons getting hurt, but I think that was one of your more complete games, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think if you all had been playing like that, it may not need to be on that particular level on all three phases of the game. But I think if you all have been playing similar to that all season long, I think there would not be as much controversy, if we're going to use that word, when you're talking about the other people who do this for a living.
Yes. I'm right there with you. You want to peak at this point of the year as opposed to September. And yeah, I mean, that product was ugly there in September into October. But man, I was so happy to see Bo Nix do it against a real good team. And yeah, so we're a little pressed for time today, guys. So we're going to go through our power rankings here, first 10 minutes or so, and then we'll dive into the picks for the week. Rawhide, I'll go ahead and summarize my power rankings. You tell me where I'm wrong, and then we'll figure out the truth. But this is what I got. I screwed this up in my show yesterday. Accidentally left the New England Patriots out. The Denver Broncos, number one. And it's not even a homer pick anymore. Like you just said, man, we are the best, most complete team in football. You guys can go to my other shows to see how much I want to glaze on my team. But we're going to skip over that for now. Los Angeles Rams, I still love them. Big win this past week. Seattle Seahawks, dude, they're right there. New England Patriots. I meant to flip this. My bad. Whoops. I'm putting Buffalo Bills at number 4. I hate to do it, but I got to do it because they came back from 21 against the Patriots on the road. Yeah. Put the Patriots at 5. Houston Texans, I believe in them. Green Bay, I got over the Chicago Bears, but spoiler, I got the Bears beating Green Bay this week, so that could probably change. Then lastly, the San Francisco 49ers, and for you, Rawhide, threw in the LA Chargers instead of the Jaguars. I still just don't buy the Jaguars. We'll see if they earn my respect this week coming into Denver. But I want to hear your thoughts, man. How do you?
Well, first off, I was waiting to see what you was going to do with the Jaguars. I was extremely interested in that. But as a matter of fact, as you will see, that we don't differ much at all, and we actually agree with the Jaguars. So I'll just start off at the top. The obvious pick, Denver Broncos, right? Denver is number one, best team in the league. I think they finally proved an 11-game winning streak. I mean, who does that in the NFL? 11-game winning streak. Then I got Seattle above the Rams.
Okay.
Now we'll figure out who will be the top dog after this week because both teams play. So that'll be a good matchup. Great game. Then I got the Rams at 3. And another thing, I don't know if people. Well, I'll get to that when we get to talk about Seattle. And I got New England at 4, though. So I got the Rams at 3, and I got New England at 4.
Okay.
I typically don't do this. I feel like the head-to-head matchup that should put you right above the person that you just played. But NFL is a little bit different than college football.
Yes.
You have enough crossover games, you play enough games, so a win over an opponent doesn't necessarily mean that you're better than an opponent.
Yes.
What it means in the NFL more so at this part of the season is that, hey, it's the NFL. Anybody can win a game, right? So I got New England at 4, and I got Buffalo at 5. So I still have New England above
New England
Buffalo.
pissed me off this week, man.
Yeah.
Inexcusable.
I think I texted you. Yeah, I think I texted you. Yeah, and then I got at 6. I got the Green Bay Packers. You got the Packers at 7. I got the Packers at 6. We're extremely close there. Then I got the Chargers at 7. Now, let me tell you this.
Oh man.
I felt less confident about the Chargers being at 7 than I did these next 3 teams. So I got Houston Texans at 8. I got the Philadelphia Eagles at 9. I got the San Francisco 49ers at 10. Now, what I mean by that is this. I was struggling with the Jags and the Chargers, swapping them both at 7. But I did not feel that Houston, Philadelphia, or San Francisco needed to be any higher than what they were.
Yes.
So it was more of a debate whether should the Jags be 7 or should the Chargers be 7 than it was me moving up those last 3. I don't know if that makes sense to you or not.
Yes, that does. That makes sense. And yeah, lately there's probably like 6, 7 teams.
Right.
Pun intended, but not really. There's like 6, 7 teams that I feel great about. After that, it's kind of just whatever, man. It's kind of just whatever. You got Philly in here. I know they just absolutely destroyed the Raiders this week. But still, we'll need to see Philly get it together, man. They're still pissing me off a little bit.
No, I'm with you on that. Yeah. And deserve it. So let me ask you this question about Philly. Again, I don't want to be too long. Would you be surprised to see Philly in the Super Bowl?
Absolutely not.
Okay, cool. And follow-up question. Would you be surprised to see San Francisco in the Super Bowl? Yeah, the hesitation. The hesitation. I got it. Okay.
Brock Purdy? Brock Purdy? What do you need in the Super Bowl? I don't know.
Okay.
That's a funny question, man, because I wanted to ask you this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that, typically you're a Jalen Hurts supporter, even though he plays the position a little bit different than some of your other favorite quarterbacks. So I'm curious, man. Obviously, Jalen Hurts had a fantastic year last year, Super Bowl MVP, all that sorts of stuff. Is Bo Nix approaching Jalen Hurts in terms of, the trust that you have in Bo Nix right now? How is he? Yeah, how much is he gaining on a player like Jalen Hurts right
now? Okay. See, when we had these conversations, I typically have 2 different conversations. Let's have the conversation about what I think how the majority of people feel, right? So let's go with that standard as far as wins, play on the field, wins is quarterback stat. Let's go with that. To answer your question, I would say he's nowhere close. And this is why. Because if you win, like a quarterback like Jalen Hurts, what makes me believe that he is a top 5 quarterback for argument purposes that believe in wins being quarterback stats, those type of things,
Yes.
is the fact that he showed me that he can be a great quarterback, meaning that in both Super Bowls, he outplayed the quarterback that I thought was the best quarterback that has ever played. Unfortunately, he's hurt. And he had a season that he finished second in MVP voting.
How about
You,
that?
you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So when I get pushed back on, what I'm saying, the Jalen Hurt is really not that good of a quarterback, I'm like, well, I've actually seen him play top tier quarterback play. You follow what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, he has, for instance, I think Jalen Hurts in totality in season play as playing the position has outplayed, when everything included, Joe Burrow. A person could come to me talking about Joe Burrow is a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts. And I think if we went each year by year and we tallied up the points on what we think is good and bad, Jalen Hurts will have more points than Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow will give you some ooh-wees, but he don't finish seasons. He don't make the playoffs. And I think most people would argue Joe Burrow's a better quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
But if you peel the layers back and we go on and be honest about it, we're going to say, in the end, I think the points will tally Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback. Now, back to your question, I'm sorry to be long-winded about it.
This is great.
So when I say he's not even close, Jalen Hurts got some big stakes in the ground that makes him, in my opinion, so much farther along. Like there is no second MVP voting. There is no Super Bowl wins. There is no. But if you just talk about how the game is managed, then that's a different conversation. And I'm like, all right, Dave. Yeah, I can see how he could maturate and become a player eerily similar to a Jalen Hurts.
Dude, we need to do some quarterback comparison deep dives in the offseason. I think this would be so interesting to break down what you just talked about for like an hour. I think that would be great. And it would be a fun debate for sure. Thank you for entertaining me with that. But let's go ahead and get into our picks, man, for the week. We got a lot to talk about, a lot to get off our chest, I feel like, with some of these teams, man, because they're pissing me off. It was a rough week. We still finished with a winning record, but man, it was a rough week. But the battle of the week, I would say, Los Angeles Rams against the Seattle Seahawks. The Rams favored by 1.5 points. You have Seattle at home coming off of a win where they scored 6 field goals to beat the Phillip Rivers-led Indianapolis Colts. Dude, how about that? Rawhide, I got to say this too. This new kickoff rule stuff pissing me off.
I can't stand it.
Dude, now you're penalized. You are penalized for kicking a go-ahead field goal with more than 30 seconds left on the clock. You are penalized for that. I hate that. Because, man, Seattle still had the time to go down. 15 yards and, kick that field goal, man. I hate this new kickoff rule, dude.
Yeah, I know. I'm with you. Yeah, I 100% agree with you. It is terrible. I don't like the rule, but I'll just say, I know. I just had it, but I cut it off. But as far as the game goes, Dave, have anybody been paying attention to Seattle and how good the team overall has been performing? They're almost top 10 and almost in every stat. So I am excited to see this game tonight, and I'll just jump into it real quick. I got Seattle to win this game.
I love it.
I got Seattle to win it. Nah,
One of us is
Sam
going to be
Darnold is
right.
not. Yeah, I know. And I figured you was gonna go with the Rams. I felt
Mhm.
like so. I was just like, look, man, I ain't gonna catch Dave, so I can't. So I can't be doing calculus and trying to tighten the gap up. So listen, it is what it is. I'm going with my heart and feelings. Sam Darnold, he needs this game more than uh, Matthew Stafford does, just so he can shut the naysayers up. So I'm going Seattle.
Yes. Sean McVay and the Rams absolutely own Sam Darnold. So that's why I'm going with them in this matchup. But like you said, if Seattle gets this victory, I don't care how many points are scored or not scored. If Sam Darnold and Seattle get this victory, Sam Darnold's going to be in there for MVP consideration. I think that. So, yes, this is going to be a fun game. I think collectively we have like a massive losing record picking Thursday night games this week. Of course, dude, we'll get to Todd Bowles. What a disaster last Thursday. We should have had that win picking the Buffs, man. Or the
Oh,
Bucks. What a
yeah.
disaster. But one of us will be right today, thankfully, unless it ends in a tie. Hopefully that doesn't happen.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
move
exactly.
on. Let's move on. Washington. Let me scroll down here. They're coming off a victory against who was it?
Uh, um, the Giants.
Yeah, the Giants. Dude, can you believe that? Anyways, they're going or they're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. -6.5 points. Philadelphia's coming off of like a 30-point shutout against the Las Vegas Raiders. Easy decision here.
Yeah.
Philly. Anything else you got to say on this game?
None on that. That's an easy one, Dave. There's nothing there.
Okay, let's
Hey, which end up being that the Eagles will lose.
dude, if that happens, I think what's his name, Kevin Petula, man, I think his house gets lit on fire if they lose this game.
Not fire.
Yeah, man, there's got to be one Eagles fan willing to risk an arson charge for just doing that.
He'll just probably call his homeboys that have been robbing all their athletes' house.
Yeah, that too. That too. Okay, the other matchup of the week, or maybe matchup on. Oh, this is a Saturday game. These are
Yep.
Saturdays.
Saturday
Okay.
games, 2 Saturday games.
Oh, nice, nice. I love this. Way better than college football. Okay, Green Bay Packers going into Chicago. Green Bay Packers without Micah Parsons. Green Bay Packers, I think, without Christian Watson. Did he separate his shoulder or something? By the way, I gotta say this. Matt LaFleur is an idiot.
Oh.
Dude, this guy is such a dummy. Rawhide, the Packers were tearing us up. You got the ball after a 3 and out there. What is it, in the third quarter or into the second quarter? You got the chance to go up double digits on us. 2 scores. You got the time of possession. And what do you do? What do you do on the first play? You throw a deep ball against Pat Surtain? That changed the whole momentum of. Why? Why are you even throwing at him in that situation? Why are you even risking drawing up a play to go after Pat Surtain? Why are you doing that? Dude, I swear. Dude, man, these fake geniuses.
Hey, bro, they smarter than everybody. They smarter than everybody. The question is, my question to you is Matt LaFleur's job on the line? Is his job is in question?
No. He's got a little bit of Andy Reid in him, right? Just why did you feel the need to do that at this point?
Yeah.
But you live with that. Okay? You live with it. All the great coaches, they got some dummy in them at certain points.
Yeah.
But I overall, man, who are you gonna hire? Who are you gonna hire that's better than Matt LaFleur right
that's
now?
true. That's true.
Mike McCarthy? You're gonna run it back with Mike McCarthy next year? No, not doing that.
Yeah. No, I mean, you're right. I mean, you're right. I mean, that is true. But I'll tell you this: they need this ball game.
Yeah.
Hey, Green Bay needs this game. They sitting at 7 in the playoffs, and now they got a 2-game lead above the next closest person, which I think is, oh my God, I got to go back and look. Yeah, they got a 2-game lead on Detroit, but bro, you need this game. You finish out the season playing. They got the Steelers, then they got um, Baltimore, they got Minnesota, Chicago. This coming, they need this game, bro. They need this game because they could not make the playoffs. Green Bay could not make the playoffs, Dave.
That would be insane if they don't.
Yeah, they could not make the playoffs. So, I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Matt LaFleur, you're right. He's more than likely safe. But, bro, yeah, that they were talking. Remember, beginning of the season, they were talking about undefeated, Dave.
Yeah.
You remember that? They were talking about undefeated. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It is what it is. And, I don't want to dance on people's graves and everything. I mean, injuries are unfortunate, man, and nobody likes to see that. But shout out to
Jerry
Dallas
Jones.
Cowboys on Jerry Jones, man. Shout out to Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones like this right here. Jerry Jones.
Fleeced them.
Bro. Because guess what? You're going to pay him. You're paying him half a year, entire year, $46 million. And you're not going to get a thing for him.
No, he's not going to be looking like Micah Parsons for until 2027, man.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, but all that being said, Dave, I still got the Packers to win.
Wow. Dude, I'm going with the Bears. The Bears, they got the better team. They got the better defense now with Parsons being out. They're at home. They should be so offended that the Green Bay Packers are favored in this game. I know the Packers beat them last game, but that was the Bears were just one play away from getting this thing done at Lambeau. I think they get it done at home, and particularly because Caleb Williams, good game manager. I think he'll learn from that mistake that he made. Overall, I'm just a fan of the Bears. Gotta say, I'm sorry, Lawrence, but the Bears are winning this game, man. The Bears are winning the NFC North. It's happening this year. So another game in which we differ on. But yeah, man, the Lions might be in trouble with both of these teams. They might be in trouble.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. All right. Hey.
All right, let me scroll.
The I don't care game.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, who do you want to talk about first? You want to talk about the Bengals not caring to shovel snow off the seats of their home stadium last week for their fans violating NFL policy? Or do you want to talk about the Tua experience? It's finally over. It's finally over. Go off, Rawhide.
Thank God. Tua, they finally benched him. Now, they got to pay $90 million in guarantees. Let's get that straight now. That word on the street, they may split that up, go 60-30.
Mm-hmm.
I think Denver, y'all finishes off old boy this year, right, with 30-something million.
Yeah, we got 30 mil in Russell Wilson money on this.
Yeah, so hey, listen, man, I am so happy to see this. I don't know what happened to it anyway. He's got the popping off at the mouth, and his mouth just ran him out of a job. So thank God he's gone, and hopefully humble him. I don't even. Hey, let me back all that. Let me take all that back. Maybe it's not Tua's fault. Maybe somebody said, "Hey, Tua, I want you to take a bigger leadership role as being the quarterback," and he didn't know how to do it. He thought being a leader had something to do with talking, so he spoke. So maybe it's not his fault because everybody's not a leader, Dave.
No,
everybody's not a leader. So maybe that's what it was. Maybe they set him up for failure. The best word that's going around in all of football since 2 years ago, the term sabotage. Maybe somebody knew his terrible leadership skills and said, "We'll just tell him to do that, so we can get rid of him. Maybe they played that game. I know that sounds crazy, guys, and I'm on a rant here, but the point being, though, I am just happy to see him sit down because he was god awful. Please, Tua, just go back, go to shut your mouth, Tua, sit in the back, Tua, be a good guy to get along with everybody. Don't have thoughts, don't have opinions on nothing. Just play the game, bro. Just play the game. And Mike McDaniel, you may have saved your job for another year.
Yeah. I think this cemented that he's coming back.
Yeah, exactly,
Man,
bro.
he should have done this weeks ago, man. He should have done this weeks ago. It does piss me off that they're going to Quinn Ewers over Zach Wilson. I want to see what Zach Wilson can do. I want to see what he can do. But this game on Monday night, dude, I texted you and I said, wow, man, this game's going to be under 30 points scored.
Yep, you did.
After I saw the first couple drives. But then, dude, Pittsburgh, just their offense blows up. You see DK Metcalf stiff arming Mika Fitzpatrick going for a touchdown. But Tua, man, he looked like what JJ McCarthy looked like a few weeks ago against the Packers. Just completely inoperable at the quarterback position, man. And it's one thing, okay, if you're playing your first season in the NFL being a raw guy, man, what is this? Is this Tua's like fifth, sixth year in the NFL? Inexcusable to look that inoperable. And yeah, the Dolphins need to move on. Good riddance, Tua. But this is a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, hopefully he can live a long life after all those concussions.
Oh my God. Yeah, you're right about that. And Brian Flores tried to tell y'all, but no, you wouldn't believe him. You wouldn't believe him. He tried to tell you. Tua had the audacity to talk about Brian Flores like he didn't know what he was talking about. Oh my God. Oh my. And then he's all these long, these deep 8-second hang time balls to a throwing. I'm like, oh my God, he's just god awful, bro.
Want to see what Zach Wilson can do is crazy. Dude, here's the thing, man. And this goes back to the draft with Tua. Dude, you're Miami. You're Miami. You go up and play New York, New England, Buffalo. You need a big arm quarterback down the stretch of the season. What are you doing, man?
Justin Herbert. That's all they had to get it. That's all they had to do.
And I'll say this too. What are you doing bringing in Quinn Ewers? It's not like he has a big arm. That's why I want to see what Zach Wilson can do, baby. He's at least got a rocket arm. Who's worse, Tua or Kyler? That's a good question.
Oh, Tua, hands down. Not even close.
Oh man,
not even close. It's not even close, man.
Kyler
got it. Kyler's small, but Kyler's problem is he got an attitude problem. Kyler thinks he's top 2 in the NFL at playing quarterback, but he won't accept the fact that he's more like 18.
Yes.
But if Kyler Murray would accept he is the 18th best quarterback in the league and play like that, he would vault from 18 to top 12.
Okay. Go off, Rawhide. But yeah, I'm going with the Bengals in this one. But I don't feel great about it. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro.
Okay.
Bengals.
Yeah, I'm not going to go with Quinn Ewers in his first start to get it done, dude. Just not. No. All right. Buffalo Bills minus 10 favorites on the road.
Oh, yeah, Bills.
Browns, dude.
Yeah, Bills. Yep, Bills. Easy. Bills.
How are you feeling right now on the Kevin Stefanski? Is he coming back meter? How are you feeling right now?
I think I was telling somebody yesterday, if you're a fan of Shedeur Sanders, you want Kevin Stefanski back.
Yeah. They need to draft Mendoza or somebody, dude. I don't.
Yeah. Because I think if he's not back, that means Shedeur is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Shedeur's got to take the long, he's got to take the long road. I want him working with one of these quarterback gurus, man.
Think about it, bro. If he had went, who won in Philly and Baltimore? If he had just went to Baltimore. If he had just went, bro, if he had just went to Baltimore, his trajectory would be through the roof because he would have had opportunity to play. Noise would have been extremely quiet. It would have been so much better.
Last week was tough, man.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was tough to watch. But, it's only his, like, 3rd, 4th star, whatever. He could rebound, but probably not this week against the Bills.
Yeah. Whoa, you didn't respond. Stefanski's gone? What you think?
I think he comes back. But I want him to be fired so bad. I hate that guy.
But I just think if you fire him, Dave, you're going against your man.
And people say, I know. I'm looking at this from like just a Browns fan perspective, right? Dude, Kevin Stefanski sucks. But now people are worried that you might lose the defensive coordinator if you fire him. That's never good, man. If you're only keeping the head coach around because you don't want to lose the defensive coordinator. But that's just how the Cleveland Browns make decisions, man.
Well, I also Kevin Stefanski might want to leave.
He's crazy if he wants to leave.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
It's just a disaster, man. I'm not a Fairweather Shador fan, but I only really like to talk about him when he does good. There hasn't been much of that. hopefully you can prove me wrong.
He's a rookie, bro. He's just a rookie. He's just a rookie, Dave. Just a rookie.
Dude, it's demoralizing. It's so depressing, man. Okay, Carolina pissing me off, dude. They lost to the Saints last week with a chance to go into first place in the NFC South.
Yeah, I know. Oh my God!
What a joke, dude. Tampa Bay is literally they're skydiving, they're cratering right now. The fact you let Kirk Cousins and Raheem Morris come back on you like that in the 4th quarter, inexcusable. What is going on with Tampa?
Bro, well, you know how I feel about Baker Mayfield. I still don't know what everybody loves about him because he stay on commercials, but yeah, I'm kind of disappointed in the Bucks. Now, I do believe they're going to get it together this week. I think they're going to pull out a victory against Carolina. I still don't know what Carolina is. A game that you should win when you play the Saints. That should be an easy victory. You go out there and crap the bed. But hey, but the Carolina come right back and beat the Bucks. That could happen. They are the most fair weather team I've seen in a long time. And speaking about, and I know you mentioned the Falcons, and speaking about the Falcons, I what do you even say to that? I mean, I never see their head coach get mad about anything.
Say that again.
I don't know if you saw Tampa Bay's Todd Bowles, his little rant he had. Yeah. He kind of went off. He kind of went off on the team. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, he has a pulse. I thought it was a robot. I thought it was AI. To be honest with you. Yeah, bro. Yeah, he had a pulse. So shout out to him, bro. I didn't know he could be upset, but yeah. So to lose to the Falcons is just a total embarrassment, man. So I think they'll come back. I think they'll come back with something to prove. They'll have a little fire up under them, and they'll handle the Carolina.
I'm going with purely which team I think has more killer instinct, and it's not the Carolina Panthers, man. That's how I feel about it. I don't know, man. I put $1 on Dave Canales to win Coach of the Year on Kalshi last week, but that is what a waste of $1. What a waste of $1, man. Like, pissing me off. There's no way he wins Coach of the Year now, man. After dropping into the Saints, inexcusable. I'm going with the Bucks. Yeah, they got Bucky Irvin back. Who knows what version of Carolina we get, but I don't think it's going to be the winning version. So, yeah. Moving on to more disappointing franchises, dude. Dallas Cowboys getting carved up by J.J. McCarthy. Really? Really at home? You're gonna
Didn't see
allow
that
that
coming, bro. I did not see that coming at all, Dave. Didn't see it coming. And,
with
hey,
the playoffs on the line. With the
with the
playoffs
playoffs
on
on,
the
I
line.
know, man. With the playoffs, I didn't see it coming, man. And JJ McCarthy still gave you turnover.
He gave you what?
A turnover.
Yes. At the beginning of the
Turned the
game.
ball over. Oh, anyway, Dallas disappointing. Dak Prescott. I don't even think he played all that bad, but he had a whole lot of nothing. 200, almost 300 yards passing with no touchdowns. Right? Um, CD Lamb showed up. Well, here we go. George Pickens, nowhere to be seen. Where you at? Where you at?
It's
But
not like this Vikings defense is anything good either, man.
I know they've been crapping the bed since since the first quarter of the season. They played okay the first quarter, and after that they've been nothing. But I don't know, man. Dallas was at home.
Yes. Yes.
I was so disappointed. To be honest with you, I felt like that. I didn't even think that game was a game that we needed to be really concerned with, but they dropped it. But moving on, I know I say all that about the Cowboys, but then I come back and pick the Cowboys to beat the Chargers.
I can't quit the Cowboys either. I'm gonna be
Okay.
honest, man. I'm going with the Cowboys, man.
Yeah,
Dude, they'll bounce back. It would be the most Cowboys thing ever for them to beat Los Angeles after being eliminated from the playoffs, man.
okay. You know what? The Cowboys, and I said this about Detroit last week. They just they're not the same team. But how I kind of feel about Detroit is how I kind of feel about the Cowboys because I'm like when they rolling, when they get to rolling, bro, they'll hang 50 on you.
Mm-hmm.
They can hang 50. And NFL teams just ain't scoring 50, even against bad defense. They'll hang 50 on you, but when they don't, bro, it looks like this. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a disaster. Hey, Los Angeles, the injuries are insane right now. Still a great victory against Kansas City last week. I'll give it to them, but I keep thinking it's got to catch up with them eventually. But Jim Harbaugh, I guess, is just that good of a coach. But it stops this Sunday, man. Cowboys are at home. They're not going to play like the Cowboys did at home last week. They're going to play like the Dallas Cowboys. We know how they can play at home, man. So I'm
Oh.
going with the Cowboys. This is probably why our record is continuing to plummet on the season, going with the Cowboys still this late in the year. But hey, a game that is the Titans have a chance in this one, I think, Rawhide. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes, it's unfortunate goes down with that knee injury. I still think knowing him, I bet he'll be back to play week 1. I bet he'll be ready for next season. But this Chiefs team, dude, if I'm the Chiefs right now, everybody that has a big contract is resting for the rest of the season because you don't want to pay any injury guarantees next year because you might have to move off some guys to clear up, I think, the negative $30-40 million you got in cap space right now, because it is clear that you need an injection of new young blood into this Kansas City Chiefs team right now. They're a disaster. Gardner Minshew, disaster. Do you think Kansas City gets the win this week, or do the Titans take care of it, being 3.5-point dogs at home?
Well, I'm gonna put my GM hat on, and I agree with you. I am sitting everybody, and I am looking to move some contracts.
Yes.
Uh, we're gonna, saying we're gonna lean in on that again on that offensive line. Gonna try to shore that up. And I know people hate hearing this. I know they do because it goes against what sports is about. But Kansas City Chiefs, they need to lose, especially if they think they're gonna get back to what they're gonna get back. So use this opportunity to go ahead and lose, man. I mean, it's kind of like I don't know if y'all watch NBA and anything. It's those Golden State Warrior teams when they were good, and then all of a sudden everybody got hurt, and then they was able to amass assets because of draft picks, right? Because they were bad, and then they came right back. Everybody got healthy. They turned back into themselves. I think Kansas City need to do something kind of similar. What is it, Chris Jones? Is that his name? Yeah,
Yeah.
on the defensive line. Yeah, I'm looking to move him, man. I'm seeing what I can get for him, and I'm going to load up. Hey, everybody in the wide receiver room is open to be getting rid of.
And you go
But
get a new wide receiver coach. That's what I think too.
I think you need to go make the call and bring him back. You need to go get Eric Bieniemy back. You need to go get him. And yeah, I think you need to go get him. So go get him back and try to move Chris Jones. I think they got a young back end though, and I'm just coming off the dome. I think the back end is kind of young.
Yeah.
So saying you can keep those guys, man. Make a move for offensive lineman.
Yeah,
And
they could move Trent
draft a couple.
McDuffie and kind of build around Jalen Watson in the defensive backfield.
Yeah, that could be a move. I don't know. I'm playing for. I'm preparing for 2 years from now. So I'm not. It's not this season. It's a 27 season. So I'm thinking Pat will be back full go in 27. So I'm building for 27, bro. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. So I'm going Titans, man. Are you going Titans?
No, I'm going Chiefs. Titans is just god awful. They're god awful, bro. I'm sorry. Even though they beat the Browns, that I thought the Browns should have won, but Titans are god awful, bro. I'm going with the Chiefs. And Gardner Minshew, he's trash. Got a chance to win the game. You throw a pick on the chance to win the game. A pick, bro. That had to be demoralizing. that was just like what it is. So anyway, but yeah, I'm going with the Chiefs, man.
Beautiful.
Titans suck.
I'm going with the Titans. They suck too. We'll see how it goes. All right. Minnesota, they've won, I think, their last 2 games or so.
Terrible game.
Going up against the New York Giants, dude. Didn't the Giants just fire their defensive coordinator too? Do they have any coaches left at this point to put together?
Do they even have players to put on the field, or are they all napping? So give me the Vikings, bro. Yeah, I ain't even got a lot to say to them. Give me the Vikings.
Dude, I'm going with the Vikings too, man. Yeah, hey, you got 9 out there slinging the rock, winning games now, right? Let's see what they can do, man. Let's see what they can do. The New York Jets against the New Orleans Saints. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this one. Just give me the Saints, I guess. They've Tyler Shook has 2 more fourth quarter comebacks than what Drake May has this year. So give me the New Orleans Saints.
What you think about Tyler Show?
I mean, I guess he's okay. I guess the Saints are in position now to where they might roll with him next year.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I got the Saints too. Yeah, Jets keep losing. Should have won the other 2 games, but yeah, keep losing.
Yeah, Jets need to lose. Keep going. All right. Now we are at the, my matchup of the week. Sucks Travis Hunter isn't healthy to come back to Colorado. But we got Trevor Lawrence, Liam Cohen, Travis Etienne, and the Jacksonville Jaguars coming to face the Broncos, -3. They're our favorites at home. We got Coach Chris in here with a $20 super chat. Thank you so much for supporting the show. Saying, let's go Broncos. David and Rawhide. Broncos winning the division and the number 1 seed this week. Mark it on your calendar. Wouldn't that be sweet? Thank you so much for putting food in my belly. Let's go. And I got to say this, man. I had this in the thumbnail. I love how wrong Nick Wright was on the Denver Broncos in Bone.
Oh, my God, Nick.
Dude, this guy predicted all 3 of the other AFC West teams to make the playoffs and the Denver Broncos to be the worst team. I mean, Dude, just egg on his face every single week as we continue to win game after game after game. We haven't lost a game since September right now. I'm curious, Rawhide, do you believe teams on a streak like this need to lose a game before the playoffs start? Personally, I think that's a bunch of baloney. If you're a good team and battle tested, you go out there to win, but there's a contingency, and some of them are my friends in Broncos country that believe you need a loss to start winning again. We're winning games.
Yeah.
What is that, man?
In my younger days, I used to think that foolishness, but no, I don't agree with that. And Coach Chris, I don't know when you just started listening, if you caught us at the beginning, but not just the number one seed. We're talking about the best team in the NFL. Period. Denver Broncos, bro. Best team in the NFL. Look, this is going to be an interesting game. I was so interested to see what you had to say about it because I know how you hate the Jags. Oh my God! What I really want to know. I don't want the Broncos to lose. I'm not saying that, but I would be really intrigued to know your thoughts on it if the Jags win this game. Now, granted, it's unfortunate that the Broncos have to lose for me to get that, but I will be lying or I'd be dishonest if I didn't mention that I would be interested in hearing your rant on that. Um, but yeah, I'm happy to see the Jaguars and what they're doing. I've been saying it all along. I still feel like that Trevor Lawrence is a better quarterback when he's moving. I think he's been playing a lot better. I
Yes.
think that what is Jacoby Myers that they picked up.
Yes.
I
Yes.
think that has been outstanding. They have played. Jaguars are looking like what we thought they should have been looking like.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
um, unfortunately, I got the Broncos to win this game, right? But I got the Broncos winning. But I'm just happy to see Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars looking competitive. And as you said again, it really would have been nice for them to have the ability to use their second round draft. I mean, a second overall pick.
Yeah. This would be a matchup, yeah, where you'd want to see it now. They've been better since Travis Hunter got hurt. I think that has to do more with them just acquiring Jacoby Myers more than anything. I think that he's been a significant piece for their offense. But, the Jacksonville Jaguars, they kind of remind me right now of how people would talk about my Broncos last year, how they're just beating a bunch of, like, bad teams that they should beat. But that's the thing, like, they're beating the teams that they should beat. And so, yeah, they're like right now, I trust them more than like the Carolina Panthers. That sucks to say because I got $1 on Dave Canales for Coach of the Year, but that's the truth. They're playing well enough to win. Trevor Lawrence isn't the turnover machine that he's been at earlier parts of the year, even though he did have like a 3 interception game, like maybe 4 weeks ago or so. Forget that. They're playing better right now. Liam Cohen, I'm sorry I jumped off the shit, okay? But I predicted them at the beginning of the year to win the division, and somehow they're here. Somehow.
Right.
I still am going with the Texans to win the division. I still think they'll get it done because I think the Broncos win this game. But I want to show this as well, Rawhide. Again, use the code DTB over on Kalshi, okay? Get yourself a nice little $10 bonus. But I know the screen's kind of messed up here, but right now Denver's a 60% odds kind of guy or kind of favorite right now. But at the beginning of the week, when you're on Kalshi, dude, you could have found Denver here. Screen won't show it, but at 32% on December 9th. Jacksonville was favored very briefly. I think that was probably when Green Bay was beating us or something like that, or maybe before that Green Bay game because it's already the 18th. Nonetheless, get on Kalshi, guys. But I'm going with the Broncos. Nick Wright doesn't know ball. I just absolutely love this. So, yeah, we're going with Denver in this one. But I predicted a 30 to 20 point win last night.
Whoa.
but that's with
That's a lot, Dave.
that's with my orange and blue glasses on, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I try and be a little less homerish on this show, but this game's gonna be closer, I think, than people realize, and it's gonna piss off Broncos fans. Who cares, dude? Just get the dub. That's all I care about, man.
54-23. Wow. That is a game.
We got a 54-23. Someone predicted that?
I'll just give you your 20 to 30 point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
20.
okay.
Oh, no. Oh, sorry. I meant Broncos 30, Jaguars 20.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah, sorry, I said that wrong. Yeah, Coach Chris thinking, I'm on that touch.
Oh yeah, okay. All right, yeah, that's reasonable. That's
It's probably going to be another one-score game, though, knowing this team.
no, I'm with you on that. I think it's gonna be a good game, man. I think it honestly, man. I know you don't want to hear this, but if Denver lost this game, I'm probably not gonna drop them but one spot, even if they lost the game.
Wow, how
Yeah.
about that?
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I think the game is more so for Jacksonville and what we're gonna ascertain about them than it's about the Broncos. It's kind of like I'd be more inclined to kind of treat them like the Philadelphia Eagles. All those losses Philadelphia got, and I still got them at 9. Yeah, I'm like, okay, yeah, all right. So they lost the game, cool. They still probably the best team in the league.
Dude, let's go. But yeah, keep on winning. I know that there's been like 15 game winning streaks that have resulted in a Super Bowl victory. Obviously, the Miami Dolphins years ago won 17 straight. But here's the thing, man. Why are fans so scared of their team to make history? If we win out, what is that? 12, 13, 14 games plus another 3? That would be a 17-game winning streak, capped in a Super Bowl championship. Who cares? Make history. You play to win the game, man. I think all that stuff's a bunch of baloney about needing to lose. So go Broncos. Lawrence is wondering about Kalshi's favorite to be the next Michigan head coach. I think we have last time I looked, it was Kenny Dillingham. And they should do everything in their power to go get him. But nonetheless, we got 5 minutes left, Rawhide. We'll roll through this. Atlanta Falcons versus Arizona Cardinals. I'm going with Kirk Cousins in this one.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins all the way. I'm right there with you. Not much there.
No. Lawrence has been waiting all episode for this. The Pittsburgh Steelers against the Detroit Lions. Where are you going in this matchup?
I'm going with the Lions. I think this is the Lions actually need it.
Yes.
I think this is a little more so. It's not to that extent about what we talk about the Broncos, but as far as the Lions go, I think they need it for some fact to get to the playoffs.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's very indicative of the type of team the Lions is, but if they lost, would it be? It's more so about them getting to the playoffs.
No doubt about it. I'm going with Detroit. TJ Watt, is he gonna be out this week too?
I hadn't heard. I had to look and see if he's playing, but it's critical. If he ain't playing, easy Detroit.
Yeah, I'm going with Detroit because I don't think he's playing.
Yeah.
He's got like a lung puncture or something like that. All right, Houston versus Las Vegas. This isn't even a question. Give me Houston to cover. Give me Houston to cover minus 14.5 at home.
Woo, Houston.
This should be a 17.5 point spread.
That's tough. But I'll go right there with you. Houston cover for the cover.
Yeah.
How about that? Houston for the cover.
Yeah,
I'm right there with you on that.
I like that. Okay. You picked the Ravens to win last week. I was so pissed off at them that I picked the Bengals and they didn't even score a point against that awful Ravens defense. Now I guess it's good because they shut out Joe Burrow. But the New England Patriots, Sunday Night Football against Baltimore. Who are you going with in this game?
Going with the Ravens. I told y'all I was going to kind of be like with the Chiefs. I think long as they got an opportunity to get to the playoffs, I'm picking the Ravens on out. Now, as far as the game goes, I think it's going to be an extremely interesting game.
Yes.
What is how is New England going to play against the Ravens, a potential playoff matchup? And Lamar, is he healthy? He was able to move a little more against the Bengals. He looked a little fresher, a little healthier. So is he back? Is the question. Now he missed practice on yesterday, so I don't know what that means. They said illness, but yeah. So we'll see how that go. He hadn't practiced on Wednesday in I don't know, about half the year. So we'll see where we go with that.
Man, Coach Chris saying, I think the Ravens pound the Pats into submission. I think we see the Patriots bounce back against the Ravens. But if the Ravens play as desperate as they need to play, yeah, I would not be surprised in them winning this game. I'm just going with who I think the better overall team is. But New England has not been battle tested, and battle tested teams don't give up 21-point leads to their division rivals at home, man. So I'm kind of crapping on the Patriots right now, but I'm going to pick them in this game. I don't trust the Ravens. Don't trust them.
Right.
Now, if they win this game, I will trust them.
No, I mean, that deservedly so. I mean, they're not a very trustworthy team. I got to go with you on that. And I'll also say this, and I'll elaborate on it next time we do a show. This is the year for Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, guys. If you don't get to the Super Bowl this year, maybe next year, but for sure this year, you may not ever make it.
Nope. Because Bo Nix is only getting better, baby. All right. San Francisco 49ers, Brock Purdy. The 10-win Niners team, I believe, somehow, when they have
10-4.
Dude, bunch of practice squad guys on their defensive line at this point, going up against Phillip Rivers in the Indianapolis Colts rawhide. It's a fun story. Dude. There ain't no way the Niners are losing this game.
No, I'm right there with you, man. The Colts all the way. Finally, I heard Damon Woody. Apparently, he listens to us, Dave. He at the quarterback. I mean, he was like, it's disrespectful for the fact that he can come back and play, and he did. And I think he has more visceral fat than me. So what are we really working with here? So sad, and it also tells you how important that quarterback position is. You just got to be able to think and do your job, and you're competitive.
Yes. It's a fun story, but it's not going to result in a victory this week either.
Nope. 49ers.
Yeah, 49ers going to win. Rawhide, dude, we wrap this right at 1. Can you believe it?
Yeah, I can't believe it.
Before we go, just again want to say thank you to everybody in the chat. Coach Chris, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Greatly appreciative of that. Any other shows you got going on over at your channel at Rawhide Media? Are you going to be talking college football this week or not?
Man, I had planned on it. Actually, I did. I've been so busy these past 2 weeks, but I don't have anything planned up. I'm still, I guess the only scheduled thing will be our next show on Tuesday, but I will try. I will say this. I will try to get out there and get a show out before the playoffs start, right? Because we got some exciting games coming up, and we have also some coaching moves that we need to discuss. So I think we got there's a lot of things going on in college football that we need to get into. And no, Notre Dame did not deserve to be in the playoffs.
Got to beat Miami, man.
Yeah.
With that schedule. So, oh, man, BDS in the portal. Oh, no.
Who?
Brandon
Davis Swain.
Yeah.
Oh, I asked about him yesterday.
Oh, well, dude. Yeah, Omarion, man. Tawfiq Bayard, man. It ain't looking good. But we'll see. We'll see who we grab in the portal. Maybe we'll feel better at that point. But, yeah, that blows. That freaking blows. This channel's a lot more fun, guys. So go subscribe to David Talks Broncos. If you want to see me sad, go on David Talks Buffs. But it is what it is. Oh, are you wearing LT Lawrence Taylor jersey?
Yeah, LT, brother. LT it is.
Dude, let's go.
Best defensive player to ever play The man
Okay.
won an MVP playing linebacker.
You can't debate that. You can't debate that. Y'all have a wonderful day. We'll see you next week. Take care.
Take care.
All right.